Good evening, councillors, members of the public, staff members. Thank you for joining us in this first OCM of 2026, even though it feels we're a month in. Well, we are a month in already. Happy New Year to all those who are attending us, both here in person and online. We are live streaming this meeting, and welcome back to all our elected members and staff members. Thank you for joining us. I will declare this meeting open, and in doing so, would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, the Noongar Wadani people, and their continuing connection to the land, waters and community. We do pay our respects to all members of the Aboriginal communities and to their cultures and the elders past, present and emerging. Thank you. We are all here, and there are no announcements from myself other than that welcome. I don't believe we've received any declaration of interest. Councillors, is there any to declare? Thank you. There is an indication that we do have some questions from the public. Mr. Jones, I believe you have some questions to ask. Please come and join us. So as Mr. Jones is coming up, I did indicate to Mr. Jones we haven't received any questions submitted in writing, so we can see how we go. We might be able to answer them. If not, we'll take them on notice. So if you want to submit them afterwards, we'll make sure we can get them recorded in the minutes too. Over to you, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, I'll take that on notice, and that's probably a question for individual councillors, but I'll take that on notice. So I can't ask individual councillors to answer questions. Questions will be directed to myself and the CEO. Mr. Jones, this is not an opportunity for debate. You can ask questions. As I said, we can take that question on notice, but in questions in terms of asking all councillors or the council, I can't answer questions on behalf of other elected members.
Right. Next question.
Thank you.
With that being said, is anyone aware that if this wind farm goes ahead, my culture, my dream farm stories that I've taught to my kids will be destroyed?
Well, again, Mr. Jones will take that one on notice.
Is anyone else aware of the security risks to our national security and our marine security in relation to this wind farm with the radar chatter?
Taken on notice again. Thanks, Mr. Jones.
Thank you. And I just want to know if anyone's able to answer. Has Bunbury City Council considered starting a small business grant or support fund for those affected by this commercial fishing ban?
Sure, I would suggest no, and I may defer to the CEO. You might have to take on notice as well, Mr. Jones, but I'll ask if the CEO is going to answer for that.
Thank you, Mayor. I think, again, we'll take that on notice. Thank you.
That's all my questions.
Sure. What I will also note though, Mr. Jones, given that your first three questions are in relation to the wind farms, and I just noticed that someone who's joined us in the public raised a motion on notice at the annual electors meeting. That item will be coming back to council next round in 3 weeks' time. So 3 weeks' time, that item, in 2 weeks' time, we'll have the briefing session, which people are allowed to attend to as well, which is discussing that item or asking questions. And then obviously debate after that, which will have a council resolution addressing the points that were raised during the annual electors meeting. So that opportunity, you can also make deputations, which allows you to fully debate and explain your positions rather than a question and answer format. Sure.
Will the state government notify council if it intends to start work proceedings out there?
So it's a federal government project, but there won't be any works happening in the, well, I can't answer that, sorry, Mr. Jones, but I would suggest no. Thank you. Thank you. And there were questions raised at the last meeting, which were taken on notice, and answers to those are provided in the agenda minutes and supplied to the questions. Thank you. Okay, moving into the agenda itself. We do have the minutes of the Ordinary Council meeting from the 16th of December. Somebody happy to move that they are a true and accurate record? Thank you, Councillor Quain. The seconder. Thank you, Councillor Kozicek. I'll put that. Those in favour, please indicate. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. We've not received any petitions that I'm aware of, councillors. Any petitions received? Thank you. And there are no presentations or deputations that we've received. Thank you. Dealing with the agenda. Again, before I just deal with the agenda, because there may be a couple of other members from the public here in relation to the annual electors meeting. All items from the annual electors meeting will be dealt with at that next council meeting. I did indicate they could be dealt with either the first or second meeting of this year, and they'll be dealt with at that meeting. So for anyone here for those items, they will be dealt with in 3 weeks' time. So dealing with tonight's agenda item, I note that there was several questions asked from Councillor Broad, the ones that I saw just recently. Councillor Broad, were the questions you had answered to your items answer your questions?
Yes, they were. Thank you, Mayor.
If that's the case, I do have all other items that are on there as simple majority, so none coming out for any further discussion. Would anyone like to discuss any of those items? If that's the case, is somebody happy to move that the items are carried on block? Thank you, Councillor Kozicek, second to Councillor Quain. I'll put that. Those in favour, please indicate. That's carried unanimously. Thank you. So all those items in the agenda have been carried as written. Now, I do understand we have received some questions from members. Councillor Gassab, I did indicate we, again, similar sort of scenario, might not have answers for these questions, but I'll take your questions now if you'd like to ask them, Councillor Gassab.
The indulgence of the meeting, this is a long question. It's regarding the new federal Combating Anti-Semitism, Hate and Extremism Bill 2026. Question 1A. With the introduction of the new federal Combating Anti-Semitism, Hate and Extremism Bill 2026, can the City of Bunbury review its policies and local laws to ensure we perform our obligations in the implementation of this new bill? Question 1B is, considering the following recent examples, my submitted request about Nazi and anti-Semitic graffiti, the swastika, on a building in Bunbury area, which was swiftly dealt with by the council with a painting over the graffiti. Still continuing with 1B. Online neo-Nazi anti-Semitic literature targeting a City of Bunbury elected member on 2 occasions, as well as other non-disclosed events. Continue with 1B. Neo-Nazi and anti-Semitic hard copy literature targeting the vehicle of 1 City of Bunbury elected member. So, finishing that question, what further role does the City of Bunbury have under this new bill in regards to the above? Question 1C. Does the retrospective element of the new bill cause any further obligation for the City of Bunbury? That's the first question.
Yeah, sure. I think we'll take them on notice, Councillor Gassab, but we'll note that obviously if they're federal law, as you're aware, our policies and local laws can't contradict or change any federal law. But CEO, is there anything further to add? If not, we'll take them all on notice, Councillor Gassab.
Thank you, Mayor. No, I would suggest that's correct, take them on notice, but yeah, our local laws can't contradict, so, but yeah, we'll take them on notice.
Thanks, Councillor Gassab. We'll have responses for those. Another question?
I'm not asking for contradiction, just in support of those laws.
Sure.
So the second question, and this does not represent my position on the issue, and that is the wind farm, but I'm getting a lot of feedback from the community, and it's my role as a conduit to ask these questions. Given the January 2026 announcement that the Australian government has granted final feasibility licences for offshore wind projects in the Bunbury regional area of Western Australia, will the City of Bunbury consider forming a position on the project? That's it.
Is it? And similar to the answers provided to Mr Jones earlier, we can have that conversation next week, Councillor Gossett. Oh, sorry, not next week, in 3 weeks' time. Thank you. Thank you, councillors. That does bring us to a close of this meeting. I thank you all for attending. I declare this meeting closed at 5:41. Thank you.